Okay, I believe we're live. We're live. I think we're good to go. We've got my gosh, there's about 50 people on. There's more dialing into this webinar. So first off, hello everyone. This is Derek Gilson calling in through this amazing technology here. Secret Agent Derek Gilson here. We're excited to come to Japan. I'm here with a good partner of mine, Jesse Stanzel, and he's gonna share his story in just a moment. I want to welcome all the agents onto this live webinar. This is being recorded right now, and here's what we're gonna do. First off, number one is we will have some Q&As, some questions that we will be answering towards the very end of this webinar. We're excited to be able to answer some of your questions. So we've got a great overview. We're just going to kind of share a little bit for all the guests that are out there. We will share our story and share more about who Seacret is and a little bit about our journey. So we just want to welcome all of you, all the agents. This is the first time that we're kind of doing this together. This is actually the very first live webinar that we're doing. I think technology is amazing. We have people literally from all over the world. We've got Canada on, we've got, of course, our Americans are on, but there's a lot of people from Japan that are on this webinar right now. We understand you've got a lot of excited agents, a lot of agents that are pioneering, kind of like how we pioneered Seacret literally just a few years ago, and you're in for a real treat. And then we've actually got agents in from Australia, even some guests that are on. So we want to welcome all of you. So to begin with, a little bit on my story, a little bit about who I am. My name is Derek Gilson. I'm up here in Canada, Blue Diamond agent here with Seacret. And we got started about 3.5 years ago with Seacret. And my background, I've been in this profession now for 11 years, been working from home. It's an incredible profession to be a part of. I've been able to meet some incredible people that have really changed my life. You see, 11 years ago, I was a broke college student. I was about $30,000 in debt, and I was looking for something different at the time. I didn't know that it was going to be this industry, but I got introduced to relationship marketing. Like I said, I met some great people, and through that company, I was able to purchase my first house. Met my fiance in that company. For some of you who know, I think you can actually see up on the screen. That's her right there, my Zambian queen. We met through this industry. I never made a six-figure income before, but about 3.5 years ago, together we were looking for something different. We didn't know that it was actually going to be Seacret. This is Seacret, of course. We've even got the shirts on right now. We're excited to come out to Japan, so we thought we'd get some shirts made. But yeah, we got introduced to Seacret, and what was amazing was that my mom had actually already purchased these products from a kiosk in a mall. So when I got introduced to Seacret, the products made a lot of sense, but nobody was doing it here locally in Winnipeg or in Canada. So I had to learn quite a bit, but I was excited to meet with some of the leaders. I actually flew down to Phoenix, Arizona to actually meet with the CEO, Isaac Benchabot. Met with Isaac, and he really connected with my why. You see, I always wanted to do more. I always wanted to be able to retire my parents because I saw them work too hard. They literally were working for a company for over 30 years, and they were going to retire on less income than what they were making. And to me, that just didn't make sense. I thought, if you work at a company for a long enough time, you should retire with abundance. And they didn't have that. So because of the Seacret vehicle that you see here today, and we're going to share with you in just a moment, we were able to work very hard, very smart with this vehicle, and within about just over a year was able to help retire my parents, and it's been an amazing vehicle. First 7 months with Seacret was able to make over a six-figure income. over $100,000. By the end of the first year, we actually earned over $250,000 with the opportunity. Second year, we doubled the income. I think the best part of that is being able to help a lot of people. Here in North America, we've been able to help a lot of families be able to actually make an extra $500, $1,000 North American dollars. I know it's a lot more in yen for all of you out there. Yen dollars is a lot more, but it's been great to be able to be job free, to be able to work with who we want, when we want. There's no limited amount of income that can be made here, and we're having a lot of fun. We're helping people to build a business from home. So it's been pretty incredible. So that's just a little bit on me. I'll share though, my fiance's story was a little bit different. When I shared Seacret with her, for those that know Chitindu, she was not open, but she loved the product. In fact, I've got her one of her favorite products, which is the hand cream right here. She loved it because as a social worker, she was constantly, washing her hands all the time, and she was using products that weren't very good. And she was able to use these products, which were just phenomenal for all those that have used the Seacret products. You know how great they are. She fell in love with the product, and so she supported me. And she said, hey, I'm going to support you, and I'm going to watch you do Seacret. So after about 7 months of her watching me, she saw that we had made a 6-figure income, and she thought, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. So she decided to work part-time, and after about 6 months as well, she was able to go full-time, and so now we do this together. We'll get her on a webinar as well, a live webinar. She's incredible. She's a great trainer. She's a great host on a call, and that is for sure. But look, I want to get myself out of the way because we've got Jesse Stanzo, who this is going to be his first trip out of North America. He's coming. We're both traveling to Japan. We're not the only ones. We've got a few others. For those that know, maybe Melo Kasapo is on right now, but from Toronto, Canada, and he's got an amazing story as well. But he's going to be coming out to Japan. I know he's been out there already. I've been out there once as well. I know there's several of you that I've met with, so I can't wait to see you. But I'm coming out to work with the people who want to work right now. And for the guests out there, we're going to share just a very short overview with you. But this is Jesse Stanzo. Jesse Stanzo's got a great story of how he got started, and he's coming to Japan. So Jesse, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sure. Hey everyone. Good morning over here. Good evening over in Tokyo. Of course, I know it's Friday night. So thank you for jumping on. First of all, to share some time with us. Super excited. My story is a little bit different, a little bit of a different journey than Derek's. So when I was introduced to Seacret, it was a little over 3 years ago, and I was not working, anything to do with skincare. I wasn't in the skincare industry or background. I'd never built a home-based business before, but Derek gave me a phone call and shared a website link with me. And, I was working out on the oil rigs. For any of you who don't know what that is, if you don't, look it up on Google. It's not a fun job. It's very dangerous. It's drilling for oil, basically. It's very heavy labor. And I made a great income. I actually was making a 6-figure income when I got the phone call to have a look at Seacret. So I watched the website link, and a lot of you guys on the call that are agents, you've tried the salt and oil scrub on your hands. Maybe you've even showered with it. It's an incredible product. I had bought that in a mall in Canada here, and I was using that product, and he didn't even know that. And that's kind of how it started. And he shared with me that he was, one of the first to pioneer this in Canada for the home-based business model. So I always understood timing in business was important. So for those looking at this right now for the first time, that we're going to share some information in a little bit, this is right at the very beginning in Japan. It's still really brand new over here in Canada, for that matter. It's really exciting, and we'll try and contain ourselves, but it's exciting. So I understood that, and he shared with me that I could get the same product for over half the price less than what I paid in the mall. And I thought, well, that's a no-brainer. I might as well get started. And I really had no idea what I was getting started with, except that I was going to save some money and be positioned at the very beginning. And just very quickly, my story, I started sharing it with my mom. She had bought the product in the mall here in Winnipeg. I was like, you're kidding me. Started meeting more people that were using Seacret products. But it wasn't until a convention I went down and met Isaac, like Derek was sharing. I went down 5 months later to Phoenix. I met Isaac and the co-founders, and I just really caught the vision of what this company wanted to do. And it wasn't really what I saw, but it was more of what I felt. And that's what I've been sharing with people lately. It was a feeling of that community, and that they wanted to build a wealthy community together, and really just all they did was want to serve their people. And I just saw that, and it was amazing. So we came back, we started throwing mud and salt on everyone, and really it's been nice. I have been job free now for almost 3 years to the date. My first 12 months inside of Seacret, I was able to make $90,000. So a little different story than Derek, because he's been in this profession for 11 years. He's been working hard. He's got more experience. And but for myself, I was excited about that. But here's what I'll share, just as we go into kind of what's happening. It's more exciting that we've been able to help a lot of families. 3 of them we've helped make a 6-figure income from home. And that actually Mello is one of them, and he's going to be coming out to Japan. And Mello's amazing. He's got a great story. There's been a couple other families, and we've helped hundreds of families now just make an extra $300 to $500 to $600 to $700, $1,000 a month. A lot of people love just getting free products. Like, there's different things that people want to achieve with Seacret in this vehicle, and it's amazing that we've been able to help people do that. And that's what I get excited about. And what's exciting is we're going to share some information with you that very much helped me in the very beginning, because what I love about Seacret, it's got a great system. And I leaned on the support of my leadership, which I'm sitting beside right now. Great mentor. He helped me out immensely, as well as Chitindu. In the first year, I just really got great support and followed a proven system that Seacret has in place. And that's, and of course the products are awesome. So it's been a great journey, and I'm really excited to come over there and meet you guys in person and share some time and really help you guys pioneer Japan. It's going to be amazing. So
great. Well, there's a lot more people dialing in right now. This is fantastic. So welcome to all those that are dialing in, and konnichiwa to all of you. I know we need to learn more Japanese. I know we've got a big Filipino group on here as well. So hello to my Kibigans as well. So let's for all those that are guests here on this webinar, you're probably wondering, why these 2 guys are really excited about skincare. So look, let's share with you a little bit about the history of Seacret, to give you just a very short overview before we go into a very short training and open it up to all of you for some questions, because we want to hear from all of you. So but yeah, we are looking very forward to coming out to Japan. I think Jesse might actually stay in Japan if you're good. If you keep him busy, he's looking forward to it. So he actually at one time, way back in the day, actually owned a sushi restaurant with a couple partners. So very interesting. He's got a lot of life experience. So look, who's Seacret? There's a lot of people right now on this webinar. They're wondering, what's Seacret? Who's Seacret? Well, Seacret has been a retail giant. They've been in over literally 40 countries retailing amazing skincare products. The most highly technically advanced products out there, which is Seacret. So they've been retailing in 40 countries and over 1,000 kiosks around the entire world. They're just incredible skincare products that give results literally within about seconds or minutes. And so they've been placed in these malls around the entire world. And the formulation of Seacret products are so highly in quality that we've attracted $1 billion companies, or $1 billion companies such as L'Oreal. And L'Oreal's our partner. They manufacture our products. In fact, they just came back from the L'Oreal plant in Israel. It was an amazing experience to be in Israel, and not only to be at the plant, but our products, they come from the Dead Sea. In fact, people always ask me, Derek, how many products do you market? I'm like, well, we market one product. It's the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is the oldest natural spa on earth. It's the most best place for healing properties in the entire world. Literally, millions of people go there every single year. They go to this Dead Sea for healing properties. In fact, in Europe, the doctors in Europe, they actually send people to the Dead Sea for different skin conditions. So, you know, if you've got eczema or psoriasis or severe acne, or you just even have some, you need some spiritual healing. It's been written in the Bible. King Solomon, King David, they've written about it for thousands and thousands of years. They've talked about the Dead Sea. So we market one product, it's the Dead Sea, but of course we have different skin on our body. The skin on my feet is different than the skin on my face. So we have these different skincare products that help with different skin conditions. You've got what we call mature skin, wrinkly skin. We've got amazing products that give results literally within seconds or minutes, which has been the most amazing part of our experience, is seeing that, you know, these products, they give results right away. And so we always say, hey, look, we don't have to be an expert. We're not dermatologists. We're not scientists, not skincare experts by any means. But we just say, hey, look, let's put the products on you. Let's have you try it out. And here's what's been amazing is this opportunity has attracted about 50% that are actually men in Seacret now. You know, from guys from the oil rigs, you know, my background, I was a sign language interpreter, for those that don't know, you know, for a few years. My first language, by the way, is American Sign Language, and the second is English. So you notice that I like to talk with my hands quite a bit. So that's a little bit on Seacret, you know, who we are, where we came from. If you've ever met the Ben Shabbat family, they are the ones who got Seacret going. They come from very humble beginnings, and we can't wait for the CEO to actually come out and actually meet with many of you. And the reason why we're actually coming out there is because the pre-launch, the very first Seacret event where everyone in Japan is going to be coming from all over. In fact, there's a lot of people coming in from South Korea as well. There's going to be a lot of people flying in for this pre-launch event, which is going to be on July the 19th. July 19th, you want to write that down. We're going to be doing a live seminar, a live presentation on Seacret. And so we're coming out to that event, and we look forward to meeting many of you at this event. And if you're a guest right now, you want to make sure that you get your questions answered, and we can do that here today for you. So we're excited about that. But look, you know, why is the skincare industry so big? Well, the skincare industry is predicted to double within next year. And I've always just asked those closest to me, like Chitindu. I said to Chitindu, look, you know, during a recession, would you rather keep your lipstick, or would you keep your health insurance, life insurance? And she says, yeah, I would cancel my life insurance and keep my lipstick. So for the ladies out there, you probably understand what I just said. When it comes to these Seacret products, everybody's got skin. I know that for us guys, as we get older, we're not wishing to get more wrinkles on our face. We wanna look good as well. So you know, it's a big industry. It continues to grow, and we want to be a part of it. We want to be part of this trend that continues to grow. So it's a great business opportunity. So we've talked about the Dead Sea. We've talked a little bit about the background of it. Here's what we're doing here in Seacret. For those that are Apple fans like me, I've got my Apple. We've got our Apple phones here. We're crazy about our Apple phones. We've got our Apple Macs here as well. I've got my Apple iPad. So here's what Seacret has done is we've retailed these products for many years in the malls, and we've created a lot of great value to our products. As many of you know, that the brand is pretty incredible. You know, paraben-free products, very safe for people to use. It's great for any age. Look, I don't need to oversell Seacret. You all get it. It makes sense. You know, everyone loves having these products. But what we've done is for people like our mom and for people like Jesse who already bought the product at the mall, it costs the company a lot of money to advertise it at the mall. They got to pay the salespeople to stand there and to market these products in the middle of the mall and say, hey, come over here, my friend, and try these products out, right? Some of you may have been familiar with that experience. And so what the company has done is they've now eliminated, they've taken out the advertising costs, the millions of dollars that it costs the company to spend to have these kiosks in the middle of the mall. What they're doing is now they're offering these products at wholesale to agents like Jesse, to myself, and to many of you out there. Instead of paying full cost, let's just say that this is like the Apple of skincare. Okay, you get it. If you are an Apple fan, and let's say this Apple phone is going to cost you $1,000 US. Well, you're going to pay $1,000 retail for this Apple phone. Now imagine you can get this through Jesse. You guys are really good friends. You can get it through him for 50% off. And because he's a good friend of yours, you're not going to think twice about it. You're going to get it from him. But he's able to pick it up for a couple $100. So Jesse makes money. You save money. The customers that we introduce this to, they save money. And the company saves money on advertising. So we get the advertising dollars. We get to make that benefit. And what's great about that is we have customers from 3 years ago that have fallen in love with our products, that order their products, whether it's monthly or every few months, and we get what's called a residual income. And for everyone out there that uses deodorant, you know, I don't know what type of deodorant you use there in Japan, but I'm sure that the last 5 years or the last 10 years, you've been using the same deodorant. And that company is making a residual income month after month or after every few months. So that's the same concept that we do here in Seacret. Is we're creating our own residual income. We have customers that have been ordering for the last few months, and it's been pretty incredible to be able to do that. So what are the advantages to us is we get to start our own home-based business. There's no limitations to how much income you can actually make here. We shared earlier that we have a lot of people that are earning an extra $500, $1,000. And, you know, here in North America, to be able to make an extra $500 is a mortgage payment for somebody. You know, it's a great savings program to help their children be able to save for college or university, or, you know, for whatever you want to do. It's a great program to be able to just help you make additional income. And then, of course, there's crazy people like Jesse, like myself. We want to take this to the very top. And I know that there's a few of you out there right now that maybe you've made a few $100s. Maybe you're at that point right now where you want to make a full-time income. And so here in Seacret, there's no limitations to how much money you can actually make. There's 5 ways of how you can make income. You know, most people are familiar with one way, which is to show up to work. If you show up to work, you get paid. But if you don't show up to work, you don't get paid. So here in Seacret, there's 5 main ways. And I always suggest, you know, sitting down with the agent that invited you out to go through more of the details. But, you know, the first way how we get paid is we market these products. We make up to 150% commission, which is incredible for those that just want to sell products. I'm not much of selling the products. I love building the team. That's what's really attracted me. But I've got a lot of people out there in the team that love selling these products, and so they make 150% commission. And that brings me to the second part, which is our team commission. Our team commission, you can make up to $25,000 a week here in Seacret. It's amazing. We've had some weeks where we've made up to $25,000 a week. So I'm already complaining that that's not enough. I'm just kidding. But so 25,000 a week U.S. Commission is what you're able to make here in Seacret, and that's just the second way that we make income. The third way, which is our favorite, is our leadership check match. It's pretty amazing. If you go out there and you help enough people get what they want, you can get what you want. And so you help somebody make $1,000 as an example, the company will reward you leadership, so 20%. Yeah. So you help them achieve the position of bronze and above, the company gives you a 20% leadership check match, and it doesn't stop there. It goes 4 generations. By you helping other people, you get a leadership check match. And we have people in the company that are making $1 million a year. So imagine you helping somebody that makes that income. That's $200,000 for you. Wow. Some of you might know Josh Denny. He's my sponsor. He sponsored John and Tiffany, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons why he smiles all the time, because he sponsored us as well, or myself, and I sponsored Jesse. So the leadership check match, there's no limit. Yeah. That's the third way. The fourth way that we make an income here in Seacret is we've got bonuses for superstar bonuses by helping somebody get started right away and helping them make their first $500 in the first 30 days. There's a lot of bonuses on the table. In fact, I could probably spend the next 20 minutes just talking about our compensation plan. Our fifth way is our Drive Your Dream. Drive Your Dream, you can make anywhere from $500 one-time bonus up to $1 million one-time bonus for helping your team here in Seacret. So it's amazing for sure. And we also have Drive Your Dream every 4 weeks, where you get a bonus of $500 up to $6,000. So here in Canada, I don't know what it's like in Japan. But all I know is that when you're working at a company, they don't give you a bonus. If you work really hard, they don't usually give you bonuses at the end of the year. I know here in Canada, if we work really hard, we might get a turkey. That's about it. So here in Seacret, you get paid for the value that you deliver to the marketplace. You help enough people get what they want, you can get what you want. And the timing here of Seacret is truly phenomenal. We're attracting a lot of successful people from a lot of different backgrounds. And as far as the overview goes, I'd like for Jesse to just comment on what I just shared, and then we're going to just jump into a very short training here, and then just jump into some Q&A. So Jesse, if you want to comment on what I just shared there as far as the overview.
Yeah, I'll comment. One of the things that I love, with this whole idea is when you look at a model in a business, a few things that you look at that make sense when you're looking at an opportunity or getting on board with the vehicle. And timing is always one of them. Obviously products are super, super important, and compensation plan is a big deal. And of course, your leadership. So with the timing of all of this, it's amazing for you that are looking at it. We already understand that the skincare industry is a big industry. I mean, I joked around with people even yesterday. It was early in the morning here yesterday. I was asking someone, like, hey, listen, like, I'm sure that you haven't met anyone before that doesn't have a face, or that doesn't have skin. And we joke about it, but they kind of laugh and they're like, yeah, you're right. Like, we all have skin. It's not going to go anywhere. And a lot of people want to look young. When it comes to people spending money on skincare products, I'm actually going to sit down with someone at a Starbucks in about 3 hours.
A coffee shop.
Sorry, coffee shop, yeah. Who, injects Botox. And he's like in his mid-30s. And I just found this out yesterday. And I was like, are you kidding me? I got to show you these products. So I know that I have a solution for him, that he doesn't have to do that anymore, because we have a Dead Sea product that provides those results right away. So we don't have to be salesy. We don't have to be anything like that. We just share an experience. We share a product. And I love that Seacret's #1 core value is to deliver a world-class customer experience. So as we go into a little bit of training on how this whole thing, how this rolls out, one of the things is we're sharing products with people. And when you get together with someone in a coffee shop or in your home, you sit down and you can enjoy all of the products that Seacret has to offer, not just a real quick one in the mall. You know, you guys maybe have had your nail buffed. It's, you know, they only have 30 seconds to a minute to get your attention in a mall, yet they still sold $1 billion worth of retail product around the world.
$1 billion.
$1 billion already. So to me, that tells me I don't have to convince people. The marketplace already has told me that, hey, we love these Seacret products. And now to be able to offer them to people at half the cost, man, I get excited about that, you know, and now we're expanding globally. And, you know, you in Japan get to experience and be a part of being in it at the very beginning. It's very, very exciting, extremely exciting. So you know, it's great. I think Derek, you did a great job. I get excited every time I hear it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And I know that you guys are experiencing these products, and for the guests that maybe haven't experienced them that are on this webinar yet, you definitely want to try the products out. Get them to pamper you. Get them to do a mask. You know, I do a mask once a week. It's amazing. My skin feels great. I never thought, you know, an oil rig guy to say that I would have a skincare regimen, but I very quickly understood that it's very important that the skin is our largest organ on our body, and we need to take care of it. So I'm excited. You know, I'm really excited to come over and really help things get going in Japan, even more so, and really crank it up. So
we are going to crank it up. We expect not to be sleeping much in Japan. No. I hear Japan is a city of busy people, and we want to be busy out there. We want to touch a lot of people's lives out there, and we know that our lives have changed. And you know, as Seacret continues to grow, we're now in 5 countries where we operate from home. It's a home-based business. I always say it's home-based. It's not homebound. So it's always good to get out there, meet the people, share the story, share your story, share the vision, introduce others. That's why many of you are on right now that are guests, and you're taking a look at this. What's exciting though is that we have already opened up 40 countries selling our products in the malls. And now what we're doing is we're converting that model over to what we call relationship marketing. And so, you know, we have people that have bought our products in the mall, but they don't know our complete line. They don't know more about Seacret. And we all know that word of mouth is the fastest way to be able to share a product or service. It's better than advertising on radio, TV, internet. This is the best way to do it. So it's relationship building. My mom was buying these products before, but she didn't try the entire product line. When she tried more of the products out, she's like, Seacret everything. Yeah. She loves it. She's always telling people about it. And so we get a lot of referrals that way, and it's incredible. So you can imagine we are the Apple of skincare. We're not convincing people. We're just letting them know that we're moving from that model to this model. And if you choose to, you know, make a little bit of income, you're more than welcome to. If you choose to become wealthy over time, you can do that. So it does take some time to do to build a business here in Seacret, and we like to be very honest and straightforward. So let us jump into how to build some momentum. Give everybody some training.
Before you get going, I just want to remind you guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually just checking because we've got live Q&A. So, you know, if you're sitting here and you're not sure, you know, or you're thinking of something and you want to ask us a question, type it in now. Get your questions in there. As they come through, we'll be able to answer them at the end of Derek's training. And, you know, I'm tracking that here on a second laptop. So if you have those questions, type them in the box and make sure you submit them now so that they come through and we're able to answer them for you at the very beginning, at the very end of the training.
Perfect. Yeah. So go ahead. There should be a button here somewhere that you can, it should open up a chat. You can type in your questions that you have. So we look forward to seeing some of your questions. My gosh, there's a lot of people that are on this. So we do expect some questions. So so let's jump into some training. First off, again, we're going to be coming out there July 9th. We're coming out there a little bit more earlier before the official pre-launch. Okay, so we want to be out there in living rooms. We want to meet the people. We want to meet you. But let's not be selfish. Let's meet the new people that don't know about Seacret. Put us in front of people. We want to go out there and connect with a lot of people. So we will be doing a few more webinars like this that you see here. We're looking at scheduling another 3 or 4. We're really busy here in North America, but we're carving out the time to help all of you, and we do look forward to coming out there. So I get people asking me, Derek, how do you create momentum? How do you build a team? How do you get your core group of people going? And there's about 3 things that it takes to do that. Okay, 3 things. Number 1 is you've got to get committed. I always share with people, look, you know, there's a difference between commitment and signing up. And the day you sign up is different. You get committed, and I won't be surprised if there's going to be a couple of you that decide to get committed here. It's kind of like the Army, the military. You know that you can sign up for the military, but when you actually get accepted and you are part of the military, you are committed when you are there. So commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood has left you. Very, very important to first off get committed. You know, part of commitment, there's different ways of how you can get committed. You know, it could be a financial commitment. You know, are you committed to this business? Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to these products? You know, Jesse talked about the first core value, which is delivering a world-class customer experience. And our second core value here in the company is to be a product of the product, you know? And so if you don't have these products, it's hard to really be committed without having the products itself. So, you know, financially making sure that you get these products, you understand it's a business, you know, you got to get these products. I always advise people to get the green line. The green line products, you know, it works wonders. There's more than 10,000 people a day that are turning 65. So we're committed to changing the baby boomers out there, you know, their skin, you know, that's a commitment. We're committed to the entire market. We're committed to the masses of people. We're not committed to just, you know, the young people. So getting committed is making sure that you're invested into the business, that you don't see this as an expense. You see this as a business. You see this as a commitment. You know, when we got started, I told Jesse, look, when I get started here in Seacret, I will be here a year from now. And so we've been here for more than 3 years. In fact, I told them that I was going to be here for 5 years for sure, so that I could build a business and not just try to do the business. I was actually going to do it. And I knew that there were some things that I may have needed to learn because I'd never been part of a skincare company before. And my knowledge has grown quite a bit in skincare. I'm still not an expert, but still I got committed to the process. And I see, you know, people that invest $1 million, $2, $3 million into a McDonald's business, and you can tell that they're committed, because when you invest a couple $1 million into a business like McDonald's, you want to make sure you make your investment back. But most people, it takes about 5 years to make your investment, right? And so here in Seacret, you're only investing what, a couple $1,000 with Seacret. And if you treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. I heard that from Warren Buffett. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. And that's one of the challenges that we do have, is you don't have a boss, but you can get a workout partner. You know, Jesse and I are workout partners. Chitindu and I are workout partners. We hold ourselves accountable. So the first one is getting committed. We're committed to coming out there July 19th. No matter what, we will be at your pre-launch event, and we're all the way from Canada. Yeah. You know, so we expect you to be committed. If you want us to be working with you, July 19th, you know, first off, get committed to being at the July 19th event. In fact, I think there's a registration for the event. You can log into your back office and actually get the flyer, get your ticket, get registered. And here's what I would advise: get committed by bringing your family out. Get committed by bringing your friends out. Get committed by sharing this with business people, letting them know about the big event, which has been a really has helped me with a lot of success, because I've had family who said, look, you know, we're not going to do this. But I said, look, no problem, support me, because I want to be able to retire my mom and dad. And when they saw that, it wasn't about me, it was about the vision that we have here with Seacret, and being a part of a vehicle that could give us unlimited income potential, freedom, time freedom. I attracted family and friends around me, and I was able to bring them out to a big event. And so you have about 30 days, just over 30 days before your very first event is going to be happening right there. And we've got people around the entire world that's coming out. So that's the first thing. One of three is just get committed to your business. I realize that this isn't something that you have to do full time, but it's something that you can do part-time, spare time with a commitment. And I know that a lot of you are working a full-time job. If you're happy with what you're doing, congratulations. Here in North America, 83% of North Americans hate their job. They hate it. It's a high stat. But here's the thing. I don't know why people will get committed to working full-time to something that they hate, but they won't commit part-time to something that they could love doing. And so commitment is very, very important. That's the number one thing. Number two is to get yourself into activity. If number one is activity, that's just the deal, you know. Seeing the people, putting your list of people together. I always say, you know, who are your top 20 people that you would love to travel with, that you'd love to be on the beaches around the world? Who would you like to travel with? You know, like it's going to be great. I'm glad I shared it with Jesse. He was one of my friends from back in the day. We've built a strong relationship now, and I could have prejudged him. He was working on the oil rig, so I could have prejudged Jesse. But who are your top 20 people that you want to share a secret with, that you would like to get out there and sharing these amazing products? In fact, I always say, get yourself 100 people on your list. You all have a Facebook, you all have a phone. Write out the names. Don't prejudge. You never know who they may lead you to. So activity is always the deal. Getting out there, meeting the people, sharing the story. In fact, we've got guests right now, and there's more and more people that are jumping onto this webinar. There's some guests that are on right now. And so, you know, staying in activity always seems to solve old problems. Old problems, how you solve them is by getting new people started as agents, as customers, because it always reminds you why you're doing this. For those that are in Japan right now, I know what it's like to be pioneering a new market. Why? Because I was that person. 3 years ago, there was nobody that was doing this in Winnipeg, never mind all of Canada. In fact, there is no information for Canada. In fact, Japan has it better than Canada. You really do. Canada had nothing. We didn't have any Canadian information. I had to really just share the future of what Seacret was going to look like in Canada. And today we've got people making a six-figure income. Today we've got Canadians that have now built a business, not just in Canada, but all around the entire world. We've got families that have never traveled to other countries around the world. They're happy staying where they are. They've got family, and they've built a business from home. And I think that's one of the best parts about what we're doing is they're in activity back home, but the people that they know here, they know people that live in America. And people that they know in America know people in Australia. The people in Australia know people in Japan. In fact, we've got people here in Australia right now that I've actually stayed at their house. Robert's on right now. Hey, Robert, who's in Australia, in Melbourne right now. And, you know, we got to stay at his house and build a relationship. But I didn't know him till I got to Australia through a family in Calgary, Alberta in Canada. And I didn't know the people in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, if it wasn't for the activity that we did by meeting Mello in Toronto. And if it wasn't for Mello in Toronto, it was the activity that Jesse did here in Winnipeg. And look, it's just a chain, you know, there's links, there's leaders. So, you know, that's the second thing is stay in activity. You know, what is your daily goal, your weekly goal? Are you doing your parties? Are you demonstrating this with people? Don't become a secret. secret agent. That is for sure. So so just remember that new activity always solves old problems. If you need to pay a bill, get into activity. If you need to help your agents make money, get into activity. Lead by example. Lead by the front. We always say lead by the front. Don't tell people what to do. Go out there, lead by example. I know I've got my weekend just packed full of activities. I'm in living rooms. It's the #1 income producing activity. 95% of our income is made by people going out there and leading by example. That's important. The third step, which is probably the most important, it's a big one. It's duplication. Don't do what works. Do what duplicates. Duplication is very, very important if you want to build that passive residual income where whether you work or not, you're still getting paid. In fact, we wake up when we're done sleeping. Today, I was not done sleeping. So I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm excited to be on here. But what's exciting is to be able to wake up and to see that there's new agents getting started in Australia, in Japan, in other parts around the world. And not only that, but our bank account has increased. It's a positive feeling first thing in the morning to see that there's more money first thing in the morning. It gets you pretty motivated to go out there and help other people share more. And so, what our goal is to help the people in Australia and Japan get connected to build a team for them here in North America so that they can wake up in the morning and they can experience the same benefits. It's incredible. I wish that more people would see this. I truly do. But my mentor said, Derek, years ago, he said, Derek, it's only an opportunity because most people don't see it. It's an opportunity. It's called an opportunity because it's an opportunity. Because most people don't see this. Like I said, 83% of North Americans are not happy with their job, but why do they focus so much on that? I don't know. All I know is that this is a vehicle to be able to help people part-time, where after a few years, a couple years, in fact, the people in Japan, I believe that there's people in Japan right now that are going to be making a 6-figure income within months with this. It's not going to be easy, for especially those who have experience dealing with people that may have been in this industry before. We're looking for the lookers. We're looking for the leaders out there. It's outstanding to see that already in Japan you have your very first diamond agent. There's already a diamond agent in Japan. They actually came into Seacret 1 month ago. They hit diamond, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them get their 6-figure ring here very, very soon. So Japan, don't fall asleep because Japan is never sleeping. Tokyo. So just realize that those are the 3 things right now that you want to focus on. Get committed, stay in activity. Duplication is very, very key. So demoing the product. Getting people to show up on a call like this. It's easier to have a leader do the presentation to explain a little bit more. You can get 30 people on a call like this, and they can each spend 30 minutes getting the same information instead of you trying to explain to somebody 30 minutes about what we just talked about and trying to take 30 minutes to explain that to 30 people. That will take you the rest of the week. You don't have time for that. But what you do have time is to get people onto the webinar. You do have time to promote, to get people out to the big event, which is going to be July the 19th. So all the agents before, just tell them, look, maybe you signed up, but maybe you never got committed. So let's get you to catch the vision of this. Come up to this event. Why did you get started? I always share with people, why I got started. If people share with you why they got started, and it's a big enough why, they want to retire their parents. They want to retire early from their job. They want to be able to travel more, right? They're not in it just to make a quick dollar. Because some people sign up, they want to make a quick $1,000, and that's not why I'm here. We got to get these people out to an event, and when they get out to an event, that's duplication, because now we're getting them in front of Isaac Ben-Shabbat. Now we're getting in front of Chris Kim. Now we're getting them in front of Betty Perez. The leaders of the company. Now they're seeing other people at the event that are doing well, and they catch a bigger vision of what you and I could never share with them by getting them out to a big event. So I know we've got Anna Ishibashi, who's on this call right now. Hi, Anna. I think you might be there with your family. You've done a phenomenal job for somebody who's never done this before. So congratulations to you. I know you came out to North America. You spent your money, your time. You came out to America to see the vision of what Seacret is all about. And if you just get a lot of people out to this event on July 19th, I know we're going to come up there early, work with the workers, work with the lookers, work with the visionary people, and just let you know that, look, we don't do a lot of talking. We like to be out there in the field, working in the trenches with you as well. So third thing is duplication. Keep it simple. I heard something really cool recently. Keep it secret simple.
Yeah.
Keep it secret simple, okay? And you're doing a great job, everyone. So look, I think what we're going to do is, Jesse, do you want to comment on what I just said there? Because we're going to open it up for some questions. Do we have any questions right now? He's going to check to see if you guys have been sending out some questions right now. And we've got one person who said hi.
Hi.
Some hi.
Hello.
You know, so hello to all of you out there. Go ahead. You can write out some of your questions. Hopefully, some of you understand what I've been saying. I know that there's some of you that speak Japanese, so konnichiwa. I don't speak Japanese, but Jesse, if you want to comment here, and then you know, go ahead, write out your questions that you have, and we can answer your questions as you're typing them, and we will just answer them one by one. So go ahead.
Yeah, I just you know, what he said was right. You know, like, and I think for some of us, sometimes what happens as humans, we try and overcomplicate something, or we overthink it, or we try and figure out, you know, certain ways that things. It's like you're saying, if we keep it very simple, simplicity does equal duplication. So if you do keep it simple, people that you're trying to share this with, and you're showing them these amazing products, and you're keeping it very simple, they're gonna sit there and they're gonna process the information. They're gonna say to themselves, "Man, this is pretty easy. Like, I could do this." If you overcomplicate things and you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, people are gonna think, "Man, I can't do that." Or, you know, if you're all polished and salesy and whatever, and people are like, "Man, I don't have a sales background. I can't do that." So if you really just keep it simple and let the products do the talking, and that's why we share these amazing products, is the products are really good. I mean, we all know this. So if you keep it simple, people will see that they can duplicate that. And then once you have a bunch of people duplicating, and you're helping a whole bunch of people have success and kind of get to where they want to get to, that's how you're going to end up getting to your goals and dreams as well. So I think the simplicity factor of it is huge. And the other thing that helped me in the first year for myself was third party. So right now, I know a lot of you guys are new, and some of you on this webinar, maybe, you know, you're not involved in the Seacret community yet, but you will be once you get with the person that invited you out to this webinar. Third party is so huge. Now, right now, you know, we're here to help. Like, we're committed, as Derek says, we're committed to help. I know that doesn't matter what time, the time difference. I've said it before. You know, we'll figure out when we can have naps and catch up with some sleep, and that's fine. You know, if you guys need help with a webinar like this, or if you have questions, you know, you can get to us through social media. You know, a lot of us nowadays, we're on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an amazing way to communicate. So there's ways that you can get answers. If you can't get answers there, you know, reach out to us, because sometimes we don't know that you don't know something. You know, you got to let us know. So we're busy a lot of times, but that doesn't mean we don't want to help you. It just might mean that we don't know that you need help with something. So if you reach out to us, you know, we'll help. And I know for me, third party was the biggest thing ever, because this is the first, you know, home-based relationship marketing business that I've been involved in. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm still learning, you know, to this day, which is what I love. You know, we grow ourselves, we're going to be able to help grow our team. So all I did was you know, hey, I don't have an answer to this. I love these products. I'm excited about everything, but let me introduce you to the person I'm working with. And I edified my leader, which was Derek, and then I put them in front of Derek. So a third party is another thing that will help. Keeping it simple is just getting yourself out of the way in some cases, and allowing us to help out as a leadership group, including Chitindu and Mello. We're here to help you guys. As we continue to build this, and man, I'm excited, you guys. Like, Japan's going to be, I think, one of the biggest countries.
It will be.
It will be. Like $1 billion a year in Japan alone,
for sure,
from Seacret. So if you can just kind of, it's exciting. I'm excited. We had someone recently just join the webinar. Welcome. I know
there's more people joining. Man, there's more people joining this webinar right now.
I'm going to see if the questions are here.
He's going to see if there's any more questions that you have. Okay.
I'll read this out, Derek, if you want to.
Okay, sure.
This. Great question. And sorry, we should have said it. You could have put your name, so we know who's asking the question. But that's okay.
Yeah, you can put your name beside the question, and then if you want to be a ghost, that's okay.
That's fine too.
That's all right.
So please explain how important to get the replenishment monthly. Thanks.
Okay. The replenishment, as we all know, when we first get started, we get our Seacret products. Okay. That's really a demonstration kit. You can demonstrate the products in your kit. It's also great for personal use. But in this business model that we have what's called a replenishment, where you're gonna order about 35 BV. I think it's the same thing in Japan, roughly about $60 to $100 a month to maintain your business. Okay, so a replenishment is you're gonna get a couple products per month that is going to help keep your business active. It's very important to do that, because it's the second thing, become a product of the product. Yes, you do get an initial kit. You might be thinking, oh, I don't need to get any products the second month. Well, just keep in mind that your kit it's a demonstration kit. You should be demonstrating the products on other people. When you get your first few products coming in for the next few months, you use that for demonstration. Use that for personal use. You can give it away as a gift for somebody. You can use it as a promotion for somebody on the team. So you want to be a product of the product, but for when it comes to business, if you don't have your replenishment, and as you're building your team, okay, you will actually lose the business volume from the package you bought, and also from the business volume that is coming in from the team that's part of you. And you might actually have somebody who's sponsored you, who's placing agents into your team. Yep. And there could be business volume that's flowing up. You may not be getting paid on it right away, but it's banking. It's like a bank. It's accumulating interest over time. It's like real estate. Your position becomes more valuable over time. Yes. So you need to replenish. It's part of investing into your business and investing into the future. Okay, how you get paid on that is you need to sponsor one agent on your right and one agent on your left. And that's really all that you need, is to sponsor 2 people to begin with. I mean, you don't want to stop with just 2 people. I mean, there's a couple 100 million people just in Japan alone. So that's why, we're excited about that, is because there's so many people in such a small area. By the way, Seacret will, I believe, be the #1 in Japan, because it's a #1 consumable country for skincare. #2, I believe, for all of relationship marketing. So it's big business. We're looking to work with people, but we are looking for the professionals. We are looking for the ones that are hungry, like Jesse and like myself. So to answer that, I know I get off on a tangent a little bit. It's important to replenish. Make sure you know how to log into your back office and to actually get your replenishment. So you are set up every single month, and you can change your order. You can select whatever products that you want. So hopefully I've answered that question quite well. Yeah. And I'll just, it almost be like if when I owned my sushi restaurant, if I only bought salmon and tuna and different fish once, and then we went through it, and then we still had a menu there, and we had people coming into our restaurant, and they'd order something, and I'd say, oh, you know what, I don't actually have it here. It doesn't make sense. You need to be replenishing your products and staying active in the business. All that volume, like
that's like Derek said, that's money. So you got to treat that replenishment like it's your food for the month or your mortgage payment, or like it's got to be important because that's how you run your business. It's a business expense. It's a big one because you're saving all this volume that you're going to get paid on. And yeah, you just, when you look at it, it's $60 US to $100 US. So whatever that would be in yen. Yeah, it's so important to stay active. It's just, man, I can't stress it enough.
We can't stress it enough. Here's why. You may be so new and not understanding. You need to be able to trust the leadership because I've seen it where people did not activate the replenishment, and then they saw the business grow quite a bit months down the road, and their sponsor was trying to tell them and say, look, you need to be active. And they're like, no, I'm good. I don't need to. I got a few products. I'm going to do it my way. You might have heard that. I'm going to do it my way. And look, all I'm telling you is like I've made 1.3 million here. I still don't think I know. I understand everything. All I know is that you need to be active. You need to have your replenishment. Okay. So, we've seen people who didn't have an active replenishment, and because they weren't active, they lost thousands and thousands of dollars. So, and even more, some much more, and I won't go into that, but yes, you need to be active.
Hi guys, great webinar, Derek and Jesse. Thank you for whoever that was. We don't know who said that, but
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we want to know how this webinar is. Please, add more of your comments. If you're a guest, don't hesitate to write out a question that you have. We only see your name if you attach your name to the question. So it's okay for whatever question that you may have.
This is a great question. Are you traveling and supporting in countryside Japan like Nagoya and Kyoto, etc.?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
for sure. We're not just going to Tokyo.
No, I will go wherever someone puts me in front of people.
Now be careful. Be careful on that. I just want to kind of explain how we're building here. Okay, so we're going to land in Tokyo, and we're working with people who are working now. Right. If that makes sense, we're working with people who are working now. We don't just show up and then you're like, well, they're here. Come meet with our people. So we definitely will go to different markets. I've actually been to Kyoto. I was there 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Do you know this is my third trip to Japan? This is my third trip to Japan. I was there in October with one of our leaders in our company. Her name is Yumi. Maybe she's on right now. I was actually on a Skype call with her in Australia. She's built a big business before, big business in Japan. And I was out there meeting with a few people, and she's got a team out there. So we've got about 3-4 different leaders that are in Japan right now, different teams that we have. I know that Anna was the first one to hit platinum out there, and I know it was interesting for you. A lot of exciting Filipinas, I believe, on your team, and teachers and professionals. And I know that many of them, you're new to this. So yes, we will spend time with you. Yes, we will go to a few other cities, but you've got to be busy now. We're going to be in Tokyo quite a bit at first. We'll probably go to a couple other markets before July 19th. But if you're committed and you're working now, the chances of you getting our time is much more when you're building now, okay? So you might have heard the saying before, if you build it, they will come. That's kind of how it works. Like, I didn't have my sponsor come up to Canada. In fact, it took me a month. I hit silver before my sponsor actually came up to Canada. So nobody ever showed me how to do a wow party. Nobody showed me how to do a demonstration. So when people complain, say, hey, look, I don't know how to do this, I know how it feels. I understand. Just realize that you just have to be a pioneer. And the pioneers, they get the most arrows.
They take the arrows.
You take all the arrows. If you got a good shield and you plug into the system, you connect with your leaders, and you have faith and you have vision. It's not easy, but the pioneers, they usually make the most money. They make the most money. because what you're trying to do all the time is you're trying to get people to focus on the vision, because the head office is just getting started out there. There's new people getting employed at the head office. Some people don't know what they're doing either, so you kind of got to work together, and that's why when I talked about the 3 things that you need to be doing, number 2 is the activity, just sharing it with more and more people, sharing the vision and let the people know, hey, look, 6 months from now, the problems that we had 6 months ago will be nothing that we can't handle today, 6 months down the road. Yeah. And a year from now, it won't even look like what it was at all. Why? Because Seacret Japan will grow quite a bit. You can imagine the first diamond, what they're going through right now. I know because I met her. She actually flew to our peak event in Phoenix. We had a leadership event, and she's the first diamond, and she's got challenges as well. So I always say, the more money you make, expect more challenges. The higher the level, the more challenges you're gonna make. So
here's
question.
Yeah, I want to thank Anna. So 35 business volume is 8,000 yen plus delivery charge, like the shipping charge. So thank you, Anna, for now we know that. I'm actually gonna write that down. So
8,000 yen.
So that's your replenishment is 8,000 yen.
Also, I do want to throw this out there. There was an agent that I think might be on here that was expressing to me that they bought a package online and they got charged too much money for that package. Let us know. Call head office. If they don't answer right away, it's because they are busy, but they've been pretty good lately. I say lately because at the beginning they didn't have a lot of people at head office. So anytime they've the system, it's usually the system because there's been a couple bugs in it. They've overcharged. So look, they've always refunded. I think that happened to Anna, the first platinum in Japan. She was the first platinum. You should be proud of that. But don't wear the pin for too long because we need to change your pin, by the way, Anna, to diamond as well. So we're excited for you. So
and Anna just thanked us, so you're welcome.
I'm gonna grab some water here. I think there's another question. I'm gonna let you take the next question.
You need water, but yeah, no, there's that was the last question. I'm just gonna refresh it here. We'll have a look. But yeah, no, you're welcome, Anna. It's great to be able to use this sort of technology to connect with you guys and to help and support. And we've always said whatever. If there's anything you guys need over there right now, as we've been saying, it's brand new. You're all new to this. I was new to this. I was in the position that you're feeling, and I had great support, from different leaders here in North America. So we're here to help. We want to make sure you guys get your questions answered. I don't think there's any more. If anyone else has any questions, I'll refresh it here one more time, but I don't see any more questions.
If there's no more questions, then I think we've
been
done
about an hour, so it's good.
We've been about an hour, but we do encourage you to write out your questions, because I know that there's always people after a webinar that want to call us. They want to send us a private message, and sometimes your message that you're sending out here is going to be great question that 10 other people are thinking. 100 other people could be thinking the question that you want to ask. So there is one here.
Just stating that the 8,000 yen is 2 salt and oils and a body butter. So the different replenishments. So that's good to know. So it's about 3 products that you're getting for 8,000 yen. I'm excited to learn, all the conversions, and I actually even bought a little book. It's in my bag actually, just behind me. It's a little Japanese phrase book. So I'm excited to learn the language.
Nice, awesome. Okay, so we're coming out there in a few weeks. We'll be out there soon. So I think we're gonna wrap up the webinar now, and we look forward to connecting with all of you. And just so you all know, if you've got somebody you want to call us, we'll be here for about the next hour before we head out on appointment that we have. But we'll answer. We'll connect. We'll talk to you. FaceTime. There's Skype. There's just so many different ways of how you can communicate now with your agent. So with that, thank you. Take care. God bless. And we will see you at the big event at the pre-launch in Tokyo, Japan. Bye-bye.